I want to do this quick educational video. It's going to be very informative. So, some of you may not know about the Book of Enoch, and this is a very credible book because the Hebrews still study this. This is still mandatory study material for young Jewish men and women. And who Enoch was, he was the father of Methuselah. And it says that Enoch did not himself die, but God took him. He walked with, in his days, he walked with God. He was very anointed, extremely anointed. The important part to note is they removed his book from the Christian Bible. Christians are not, this is not part of the Christian curriculum. They give this book no reverence. No, they just have completely discredited it. He was also the grandfather of Noah. And you can go seek out this book, his book, yourself. And his book mainly talks about the demons, the origins of the demons, the Nephalim, and the fallen angels. You'll learn an incredible amount in this book. But if you want to learn even more about this book, you can also get what's known as the Book of Giants. If you read the two books, those two books that I've referenced, you'll learn and understand an incredible amount more about the Bible and the origins of the things, the fallen angels, the Nephilim offspring, and the evil things that encompassed the world in those days before the flood, and are now, many of those spirits, evil principalities, are still present and working in these current days. So, the important part I want to emphasize is they removed the Book of Enoch from Scripture, from the Christian literature. And there was a reason for them to do that, because they want to rewrite history, the history of these things, of what Enoch taught about the fallen angels, the demons that became the demons, and their Nephilim offspring. They wanted to get Christians away from that subject matter so they could rewrite the history of things and deceive the people into believing that these were nothing more than aliens who were our creators. And you'll see that agenda being pushed heavily, very, very heavily. May the 13th, 2023. Is this proof of underwater UFO bases in Alaska, the Alaska Triangle? The important part to know behind this, who's pushing this message, his name just happens to be Johnny Enoch. Incredibly enough, the individual pushing this narrative, one of the many individuals, but this is one of the main individuals pushing this false narrative, is Johnny Enoch. Incredibly enough, you'll see that they are trying their very best to rewrite the original true books of Enoch. And that speaks multitudes, ladies and gentlemen. That speaks absolute multitudes. And that's why you have these fake Christians out here. These fake Christians like Tom Horn, Steve Quayle, David Icke. They're all pushing ancient aliens and lizard people narratives. Understand that. They're slowly planting those seeds. Understand what they're doing. They have been slowly planting those seeds that these are UFOs, aliens, and lizard people. That's what Tom Horn, Steve Quayle, David Icke, and Johnny Enoch is trying to do. See, the devil's greatest trick, one of the devil's greatest tricks, was to convince the people that he did not exist. And that's exactly what these people are trying to do, to convince people that the devil and these fallen angels did not exist. And they've done a very good job. Why do you think it was so very easy for these pharmaceutical and tech giants, the pharmaceutical and tech giants in these days, to trick people? Very credible, very educational, and very informative. God bless.